What is going on, you guys? Happy Monday. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into a fresh trading week. And it obviously wouldn't be a normal start to my Monday if it didn't start off on a red note, right? So, if any of you have been watching the channel a lot, you will notice that I typically tend to start Mondays off on a red note. And I'm not sure why. I feel like it's because I'm just getting back into it after taking the weekend off and everything like that. But yeah, definitely made some mistakes today I want to cover of why I basically ended the day down. If you guys saw the thumbnail, like $22 on the day. So I was down $28 on TQs and I was up $6.71 on SQs. Here are all my filled orders on the day. As you can see, there's quite a lot of them. And yeah, it's just for any of you who are curious, but I do only tend to cover kind of the ones I think are most important or the general concepts because it is a lot, obviously, right? But in terms of to cover it, this is how the market looked on the day, right? Clearly, it was selling off on the day, and it was a day for SQQQs. And if you guys will notice, I did end the day red because I was focusing on TQQQ, right? That's where I lost the majority of my money. And I was thinking the market was going to push up. That's why I was buying into TQQQ, right? It's a ETF that correlates with it, but unfortunately, as you guys can see, we ended up getting a nice sell-off throughout the day. And I was wrong, right? I kept trying to think I found the bottom getting into TQQQ, but it kept selling off. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about that right now. But right around here was 6:30 in the morning. That's when the market opens up. And if you'll notice, we did get a nice little drop towards the bottom VWAP. Ended up finding a support, headed all the way to the top VWAP, and then ended up selling off basically the rest of the day. So initially, when the market opened up, the market does tend to shoot up in one direction. It does find some little chop, but usually it shoots in one direction right when the market opens up, and this way was obviously in favor of SQQQ. The market fell, only for it to find a support here. So when the market was selling off, I was looking out for a potential bounce here because previously, as you'll see around the bottom VWAP, this area, right, this general area here with this yellow line, the market has bounced here before and created a support, right, and started to rally up a bit. So right around here, I was definitely on the lookout for the same thing, and we did end up getting a big green candle. So I started the day off in the green, getting into TQQQ, and as the market started to push up, I averaged into it, and I sold early, definitely somewhere around here, and I basically put myself up on a day at most. I think it was around $50 if I'm not mistaken. And where I went wrong was I kept thinking the market was going to start uptrending. So when the market started to sell off here, after it's tried to find a little support around here, I thought it was showing signs it was going to form a higher low and start to try and uptrend again. So I tried getting to TQQQ and I started to average into it only to get faked out. And that's where I really went wrong on the day today, and I don't know if any of you guys can relate to that too. But I found myself constantly maybe getting in at a good price for TQQQ, only for it to start pushing up, showing signs of an uptrend, and I would fully average up, only to get stopped out on it. So where I went wrong, definitely on top of that, was I kept taking trade after trade after trade. So I made sure when I fully averaged in to cut it pretty quick, relatively quick, but all of those continuous fake outs for me, I kept trying it, thinking I found the bottom and I was finally going to average up for a nice play up, only to keep getting stopped out continuously on the way down. And that's where I went wrong. I was fully sizing in when I shouldn't have been. Direction is clearly not in my favor. And on top of that, I need to pay attention to what direction is showing me. So right around here, I would say, was not the dumbest thing to do to still be looking for a play for TQQQ, right? When the market came back down, approached the bottom VWAP, that's why you see it had some type of resistance. It actually tried to find a support and try to rally again. And that's why I did try to get into TQQQ, which in my opinion may not have been the dumbest idea. But it's not until I saw it continuously did not want to follow this pattern anymore and it wanted to start downtrending, right? It was now getting rejected by this blue EMA line here, and it was using it to basically start trending lower and lower, right? Anytime it approached it, it just got rejected off of it, continuously made these lower lows and these lower highs. And where I really should have been on the lookout for is right around here. when I saw the market kept falling and it broke this level here, this potential support area, that should have been a pretty big indicator to me that the market could have definitely kept falling. Definitely with a lot more margin here, it could have kept falling. And if I show you guys on the 5-day 5 minutes, you'll see what I mean. Right around this area, when the market broke below this support area where it could have bounced, it had a lot of room for it to keep falling before it hit another real support area, which is right around down here for the Nasdaq, right? That's why you guys will notice that the market ended up finding another bottom around here and moved up. It wasn't out of random or anything like that. It wasn't somewhere that came out of random, is what I mean. It may look like it if you're looking at the 1 day 1 minute chart, but that's what I always stress to you guys, why it's so important to look at the bigger picture, because you could have seen a play like this, a potential bounce forming, because you could have been on the lookout for this really strong support area. So I was looking at the 5-day 5 minute, and even as the market kept falling, I kept thinking I found the bottom, like I said, only to keep fully averaging up and getting rejected and ending up having to take these losses. So I need to have not been so one-sided, like I've said before on a day. And once I saw confirmation that the market did want to start falling, I should have gone with SQQQ only until it made sense to potentially switch back to TQQQ, which would have been right around here at this level where the market has bounced before. And yeah, that's unfortunately how it ended for me on the day. I wasn't able to capitalize on this move, this kind of a move I was looking for that I wanted, but I could only trade up until around 9:30 because I did have to get ready for work and leave, right? But I hope a lot of you guys were able to capitalize on this. And although it didn't go my way today, I made sure to manage my risk, right? I was only down $21, $22. And I usually aim to be up on a day right around 1%, which is $100. So that is a good risk to reward ratio in my opinion. And yeah, I just need to make sure I do not keep falling for these fake outs and look out for the indicators to show me if it's smart, right? If I'm actually still going with direction on a day or if the pattern wants to break, right? Right around here, the pattern broke. It didn't want to find another support here and it started to form these lower lows and lower highs and kind of form this new downtrending pattern with the EMA as the resistance here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning back in once again. I really hope all of you were able to kill it, and make sure to drop any questions you may have down below in the comments. I'd love to answer them. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Take care.